year, and I'm going to do my best to steer you towards some ideas during the next year. Last year, I hope you learned a little bit about RSI, three drives, etc., kind of the stuff I use so you could use it on your own. Of course, the major news is the strike on Venezuela and the capture of Maduro and his wife, bringing him back. Followers and viewers know that I first started getting long WTI on this once we got back within the wedge after they cleaned out all the stops. Took some profits here and said buy the pullback between 57 and 6.5. And we actually came in a shade lower. Buyers showed up. Buyers are continuing to show up. To me, this is a pretty bullish formation. This was just a correction of this first wave. And now we're starting to attack certain resistance levels that we couldn't get through last week. I think this time we will. Let me just adjust it here. So it looks like it's going to be about 58.30. There's also some moving averages coming in, but I want to give you a little bit of a view of what I think is going to happen on a continuation move. I think any longs that you took, I mean, you have here probably a buck. You could take partials, but I would now use a little bit under the slow to trail stops. That way, the worst case on these entries are BE. And remember, you're still long a core position from down here. This could end up even being an add-on on a breakout because I think that we're going to break out of this level. Then, of course, you're going to get some resistance at a big round number at 60. But 62 is a big level. If you just look left here, I'll show you. Learn to look left, guys, on ladies and gentlemen. That's the market's memory. So if you just look at 62 here, you'll see how important it was. Okay, if you look left here, maybe a shade under 62, but look at all this action over here. All right, and then a failure here. So 62 is really going to be significant. I as well think we're going to break out here, and that's going to measure up towards 68 to 70. Eventually, what I'm looking for is a retest of the highs that we had last summer when we had that 12-day war with Israel, Iran, and the peak was when our B1s hit their nuke sites. So I'm looking for a revisit. As you can tell, there's also some major weekly moving averages up here. I think we're going to, if we get through there, then you're talking about 90 triple digits. But from just here, this is a huge trade. So you're going to want to be adding, always taking partial profits on the way up, but holding your core position till we at least get up to 76. So along with the crude being up today, we did have a bit of a dollar rally, and it actually went to a level I've been talking about for a while. Remember, I said that this 97.80 level was important. If you look left, we've gotten to it. We haven't closed above it. I actually took some partials from the longs down here when I traded the second drive to a bottom, and closes, key word, over this 97.80 level, 98 level. I think it's going to lead towards 99, towards par. Again, my macro view, I'll give you some going into the end of the year, is that I think we're going to head up towards this moving average up here around 103. So we'll see. Everything and anything can happen. We could still get a third drive, but it's looking less likely now. I'd buy dips back at 98.20, and then if it continues lower, I'd buy more. I still think this is a bottoming formation, whether that happens or not. So buying pullbacks in the dollar, pitching it. Euro's a weakness here. Okay, but there is some support here down around 116.5. I took partials from shorts that were in this zone up here. So, there's money in the bank. Cable's holding up better, and the Aussie as well. It still looks, doesn't look that bearish to me. And, let's talk about yields. I'm looking for that 420 breakout in the 10-year, and they got up there again and have turned it back. They've turned it back so many times here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm still looking for a breakout over 420. The only thing that would change my mind would be closing back under 410. Then we have a bigger move to the upside. Not much, not much buying in bonds, a little bit for safe haven because why should they? The S&Ps are exploding. Are they going to go to new highs? I don't know. I still think there's a chance for a failure. Same with NASDAQ after this big down day. So that's the way those things look to me. What really lit up was gold and silver, war, inflation, the costs of a war. I actually hope not, but believe that Venezuela could end up being Vietnam 2.0. A lot of similarities with terrain, a lot of jungles, much more difficult task to run this country. Paul said, if you break it, you own it. We own it. President Trump says we're running it. That's the same as owning it. So we'll see. I don't think it's going to be easy. And Rubio said that the president's not doesn't fear boots on the ground. So this could turn into a quagmire. Um, so that's what I think about the Venezuela thing. And so people came in, they bought gold, they bought silver, they're up sharply. So the big question is, are we going to blow off to new highs? Last week, when we came off the this level and broke, I said I was going to wait till next week to look for sales. I think it's going to retrace more. So we've retraced 50% here. We're a little bit above it. So I'm going to be watching fib levels for potential sale. Looks like about 44.55, another $20 higher. Maybe it's tomorrow. And even silver being up as much as it is could still be a failing rally. We'll see what happens. 61.8 at 78.63. So that's still about $2.50 from here. But the way silver trades, it could be there tomorrow. The key thing to look at in silver is we're forming a descending triangle here. Big round numbers, I don't know, 70, even though the line depends how thick it is, could come in at 70.20 or so. This is about a $13 break from here to here. So if we start closing under $70, that would take it measured to 57. So also read an article or some news report that JP Morgan is ordering liquidation only and they're not accepting new silver business. Too much risk. I don't know. Maybe it was just some type of video that uh, wanted to get clicks, but they do have the muscle to depress the market. Everyone's talking about them going bankrupt because of their paper positions, but they own twice the amount of physical silver than what they're short on paper. S&Ps, are we going to make new highs? Sure looks like it wants to. It'll be a 3 up here at new highs. Sure looks like it wants to blow off. NASDAQ had a real ugly day on Friday, this day. So it's struggling. You'll recall in prior videos, I talked about the fact that this could be the second lower high in NASDAQ. After today's action and people being rah rah America, very possible that it goes to new highs. I think semis are making new highs. Oh, I almost forgot that I did put out a buy in US dollar MEX last night in here, or I told people to take partials. Maybe we get another third drive, but I am looking for a bottom here to develop in US dollar MEX. Look at this glaring divergence at new lows. This candle is a new low. That's a daily. And here's the 4 hour. Okay. And also still waiting patiently to see if the yen can generate that final thrust up towards 58.80. Take this high out, so maybe S&Ps and US dollar yen risk on that it trades up towards. I'm looking for almost 159 in US dollar yen. I think I've covered almost everything, even getting a bounce in Bitcoin. I know a lot of people are declaring a bottom here. Maybe they're right. That's a 4 hour, pretty strong, approaching resistance. I still am haunted by this confirmed low, which has kept me out of bottom picking this market. So whatever it does, I guess it'll do it without me. I'm not going with this breakout. You could. Someone in our room asked me about three different cryptos last week and which one should I buy, and I said, why not buy a little of each? But Bitcoin's really outperforming. Ethereum looks weak. I don't know what Solana is doing. I think I have it down here. So yeah, here we go. So Bitcoin's a leader. Um, some of the alts still don't look great to me. And I think that's about it. Semiconductors making new highs. Here's the stocks. But I have to do it with a caveat here. Check out the weekly here. This could end up being a third drive. I mean, if the S&Ps are going to blow to new highs, it probably won't be, but you also have it a little bit more complete in SMH, which made new highs last week. Here you go. And it's up again today. So look at this divergence on the weekly. And we still have divergence on the daily. But some of the shorter term stuff, it's blown it out by a bit. Look, we're starting to get a little bit of a reversal there already. So I also talked about Newmont, and I'll wrap it with this because, um, I didn't know they were going to hit. I don't think many people knew they were going to hit Venezuela this weekend, but we're working into a gap here. And this is what I described as an island top. So we're either going to fail from here or else get a third drive up here. This would be one, this would be two, this would be three. Or, we're not going to make a new highs. And this is key in Newmont, 98. So 98 breakdown is going to take you to 90. And a 90 breakdown, uh, a 90 breakdown is going to take you to 70. So that'd be a big break in the miners. That'd be a great shakeout and a great buying opportunity should that unfold. So invite everyone to join us in the room. Post your best stuff. Here it is. This is the room. You can watch things here too, and you'll see I'm posting stuff here. So go ahead and sign up. It's free, and it's sponsored by TradeView. And let's kick some butt in 2026. But more than that, don't just count your pips.